It's almost as if we planned that.
I mean, only a genius would be able to plan something that amazing, I think.
Yeah, we should figure out how they do that.
Anyways, it's time for a beer break.
Hell yes. Well, tonight we are drinking O Porterhouse Coffee Porter from Middle Coast Brewing Company. Now, Middle Coast used to be called Monkey Fist, and it's up near Traverse City. It's in Traverse City.
Yeah.
And it was the first brewery that Jade and I visited when we were up there a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And not only that, this was the first beer we tried there.
And it was delicious.
Yeah, and we haven't been able to get it because it hasn't been in distribution. They weren't big enough yet. But, lucky enough for us, they've gotten bigger. They had to change the name. They must be doing some, I don't know, corporate shit.
Yeah.
But they got their beer on the menu at Meijer, and so we finally got our hands on it. And I'm excited as hell to have this because it has been a couple of years since we had it last time, and we both have talked about that one coffee beer that we had up north. That was just the best.
Yeah. So hopefully through the name change and through everything, the beer stayed the same. I'm crossing my fingers. By the way, I thought Monkey Fist was a really awesome name. They had a monkey on there. There was a giant-ass monkey fist on the bar top. I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they changed it. Hopefully there's a good reason. I liked the old one.
It was a cool fucking name. All right. And now for the beer. It's like a dark roast. It's not too, I don't know. A lot of coffee beers have an almost tartness to them. And this doesn't have that at all.
No, it's just like really smooth.
Yeah.
It's not too heavy. Mm-hmm.
It's just too bad you can't drink it for breakfast.
I mean, who says you can't drink it for breakfast? I believe some of our listeners actually had that conversation. If it's a coffee beer, that's a breakfast beer, bud.
Well, cheers. Cheers for breakfast. I am going to enjoy the hell out of the rest of this one, and we will be back right after this.
And we're back. So when they got back to Addie's house, Dawn was breaking on the wreckage. She went inside looking for the bone ball, and Zed hung out outside checking out everything on the ground. Which I thought was kind of interesting, because he was acting like it was a crime scene, not like they had witnessed what went down.
Like they know exactly what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it might have been something magical to do with the bones. I know Adie, she just went right for the bone ball. I made a joke about her being like Butch from Pulp Fiction. All she gives a fuck about is the watch.
Now, this makes me think maybe it was longer that they were gone than what it seemed like to me. It would make sense that he was so Sherlock Holmesy, right?
Holmes-like? Holmes-ish? Holmes-esque?
He was a lot like Sherlock Holmes.
Ah, yeah, that's how you do it.
It wouldn't have surprised me if he was like that. If they were gone for like a night or so. You know what I mean? Because then, if she's got important shit, maybe you would assume people came right away. But again, we talked about that. I don't think people would be flocking to her house if there was some crazy beast that jumped out of it.
No, but maybe somebody who knew that they weren't there anymore.
That could be. Totally. Zed's immediate suspicion of the area was like, whoa, bud, where'd you get your info?
Yeah. Yeah, everything was ripped apart. I mean, nothing was where it was supposed to be in the first place. So yeah, things are going to look weird.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have noticed, like, there's a boot print way off over to that side of the house, which if they tried to cover their tracks, then they obviously did so from leaving the house. They wouldn't, like, have a clear path of tracks out into the woods and then try and dust over them in the woods. Like, they would have been doing it this whole time. So I don't know. It was funny to me.
Right. It was like he had a scanner like Batman in that video game you played, where you could be like, oh, there's the thing, and go investigate further.
There is one obvious thing that is out of place here. Find that thing.
Meanwhile, inside the house, Adie is getting frustrated, so she's like, hey, Zed, get your ass in here and help me do the thing we came back for, okay?
You fucking promised.
Right? He said he didn't think it was there anymore, but okay, I'll come in there anyway. And she's like, what do you mean? It's not here anymore. We saw the thing escape, and it wasn't trying to grab shit on its way out.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Ooh, look at that marble. Hey, that's kind of cool. Just a minute. I'll be right there.
I think that is Ted's body. That looks an awful lot like his shoulder bones.
Hey, Bill, is that you? Fuck, it's been a minute. Still have that hard hound?
No. So Zed told Adie that somebody had been there. He'd seen a woman's boot print that wasn't Addie's, and that person had probably come and taken the shit.
It's that person's fault. It's a woman's boot print. How can you tell?
He's seen a lot of women's feet. Maybe that's his thing, man.
Well, there's no need to go in any deeper into that at all, I don't think.
He likes handsome women, so maybe he can tell a small footprint because he's like, that's not a handsome woman. I don't want that.
She has strong features. Did you see those feet? My God. They're bigger than mine.
So when Adie says she can't find it, so she agrees, she then says he's wrong about the keeper wasting his time, because, duh, he got some shit. It was definitely worth his time. He obviously really wanted that bone ball.
Which kind of makes you think, was that the goal the whole time? Or was that a byproduct of, hey, we got them away from the bone ball. Maybe that's something that we want.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because was it triggered by Zed playing with the thing, or was it like all intended for him to play with it eventually so that the screen would come after them and the ball would be left?
And if it wanted the ball, then why chase the necklaces?
Right. But it didn't want the ball. The lady wanted the ball.
Apparently the lady.
But
what if it was a small framed man?
Well, she must have been waiting, like, in the woods, right?
Somebody's in on some shit.
Somewhere close.
It's gotta be.
I was trying to remember who this lady could be, and the only person I could think about is Shota.
All in good time.
I don't remember. So if you remember and you're like, haha, you're being dumb. Sorry, but everyone's thinking it when they read the book. They're like, oh, the only other woman I know who magic is Shota.
Okay.
Case closed. We can go home. So Zed's like, hey, yeah, time to go. It's time to go. Sick of the woods. Adie is insistent that they have to find the bone, and Zed's like, okay, woman, I don't know what to tell you. They covered their tracks. I don't know where they went. I don't have the bone.
Right. I don't know what you want me to do other than say, yeah, okay. Like,
gotta go get it, I guess. Can't do that here.
Right.
Either way, gotta go. He said, I'm gonna cover our tracks for the two of us, but we have to leave. The keeper is not gonna be able to find us, but he may have people watching us, so let's go. Adie apologizes to Zed for being a fool, and Adie apologizes for being a fool and endangering her and Zed's life. And Zed's like, hey, everybody makes mistakes. It's just important to keep on your feet and not make it worse. Because if you just keep snowballing, things are not going to go good for anybody. So just, like, take a chill pill.
Yeah, we need you to focus up. Otherwise, you're going to keep fucking up, and we don't want that to happen. So, like, acknowledge what happened and then get past it.
Yeah, take it on the chin. They can't do anything about the bone right now, so just be glad that we made it this far, and, let's fucking leave.
I may have mentioned this 1 or 900 times already. We need to get out of here, like yesterday.
Yeah. Go. Adie tries to take some bones. She's like, okay, cool. Let me just gather everything in my house real quick, and then we can leave. And Zed's like, hey, none of that. You can't bring any of that. Leave it all. The keeper might have marked anything in the house, so they can't risk taking it or leaving them here. They have to be destroyed. Now, I thought it was, probably a convenient excuse for him to be like, I don't want to haul your shit.
Yeah. I don't think it really came from a place of laziness. The thing that bothered me about this is his first argument to Adie was, hey, let's survive this, and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll get your stuff. Don't worry about it. Now they've come back. They're looking at the stuff, and Zed immediately changes the story from, we'll collect what we can and, you know, try to get you to contact Pell, to, we can't take none of this. We got to burn your house down.
It does make it seem like maybe he keeps just telling her what she wants to hear to get her to shut up, which is maybe why she's so insistent in a second that he tells her exactly what she wants to know. But I feel like maybe it's tied to him figuring out that the Skrin was after the Skrin bones on the necklaces. But I mean, it's very loose connections that he's like, oh, the Keeper / the Skrin was marking your necklaces, so everything in the house is just done.
Yeah, I think that's his opinion. It could be. It could be marked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're just not going to take any chances with that.
I mean, to be fair, if it is, and another Skrin pops out, just chuck it in the underworld. Whoops, didn't mean to bring this one.
Don't need that anymore.
So Adie tries to argue a little bit more, but Zed is like, nope, not gonna fucking happen. We can't leave this stuff here. It's too big of a risk. Adie starts to get upset about it because it's her only way to reach Pell. But Zed promises he's gonna help her find a new way to get her message to her dead boyfriend. But this is not the way. Husband, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cheapen their relationship. Sorry, Adie. But this is not the way to do it. Either way, husband, boyfriend, we don't have fucking time for this right now. Adie asks Zed how he plans on doing this. How can you do the thing that everybody says you can't do? Because it's supposedly not a thing, okay? And he tells her that he has a way to bring the spirits through the veil for a little bit of time. So even if Pell can't come through, he's gonna get the message, okay? Somebody will bring him the letter.
Did that feel like a kind of non-committal way for Zed to be like, well, he got the message, you know, like parents do with their children for Santa Claus, like, oh, he got it. So don't worry about that anymore. Everything's okay.
It does seem like he's doing a lot of placating in this chapter. Like a lot of the things he's saying are just like, shut up. Okay, this is going to smooth it over for right now. Just shut up. But he does kind of explain it. He says, we can't do it right now. They have to fix the veil first. And Adie just keeps pushing because she has to know he's telling the truth. And maybe it's, like you said, because he kept moving back the goalposts with the bone thing.
Yeah.
Zed is planning on using his wizard's rock to do this, which he must have been still carrying in the pocket. We've wondered this a couple times if he still has it. Apparently he does, somewhere. But if he doesn't now, it's going to tear the veil. Plus, you never know what you let through when you open a path to the spirits, you know, like the Dark and Roll thing.
Yeah, it's probably literally the worst possible time to try and do something like this right now. While the veil is already torn, like, this is not the time to start fucking with that.
Yeah, let's not.
No.
Zed apparently cannot tell Adie about this because the use of the rock is a wizard's secret. Or maybe this specific use of the rock is a wizard's secret because apparently she can use it when she's naked with him, but not in the spirit context.
Yeah, well, I mean, those are the rules. So I don't understand what you don't get.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. It's the wizard's rock. Shirts off, ladies.
Just only for swinging dicks, unless explicitly told otherwise.
Yeah.
So he tells Adie that she will just have to take his word for it, and when it's safe, he will try. She still grieves him a little bit about how and if he's sure, and he just has to tell her, "You just fucking trust me, okay? First wizard. Remember?
I'm the guy."
And right now, we have to focus on the whole veil situation that we have right now and not be selfish assholes and risk tearing it for everybody, okay? Adie apologizes one more time. She should know better, because, you know, she should know better. The whole veil thing, all the research,
Well, they did talk about that. Pell wouldn't want her to forsake all of humanity just to get a message through.
If he would have, he would kind of be an asshole and not worth all this work anyways.
Yes, that's